Hello YouTube, what is up? Connor Brooks here with another review for you. Today I will be reviewing a Atlas Masterline Gold Series locomotive. It is going to be the Missouri Pacific B23-7, a U-boat series locomotive. We'll go over that once we get to the locomotive. But first, as always, the unboxing. Now, you know, or if you've watched my videos, I never unbox the train. I show what's in the box. The train is always already on my layout so that I've tested it to make sure that it works. So Atlas locomotives, they come, or at least the Masterline, comes in a sleeve. And so for ease of me only having one hand, I've already taken the box out of the sleeve. So this is the sleeve. And so you have your Atlas factory equipped with ESU Loksound, some ESU stuff over here, DCC features, nothing special. But what's important is the actual box. So this is a much nicer box than that. It's got your gold-plated Atlas, excuse me, God. Has your gold-plated Atlas logo, tells you Missouri Pacific B23-7. Now, I did not pay this price. I got it for like 55% off on eBay. It was a great deal. Now, it says Missouri Pacific, and for any of you who know Missouri Pacific is normally blue. But this one is yellow and red, much like Union Pacific, because it was reproduced under the trademark license from Union Pacific. So you'll see that once we get over there. You'll think it's a Union Pacific locomotive, but it's not. So now, this has the exact same things as the side of the sleeve, so nothing special. Oh, it stopped. That's not... There we go. So, first off, out of the box is your locomotive. And so your locomotive is going to come in a sleeve like this. Any Atlas locomotive is going to come in a sleeve like this. So it's in a sleeve, so you have to take it out of the sleeve. Then you're going to set your sleeve off to the side. So then you have this. And so it's a locomotive holder. And so you're going to pop the two sides off. Not the way that I just did that. That was bad. But there was no locomotive inside here, so it's not like it's the end of the world, right? So then this is your locomotive holder. So as you can see there are two screws that you unscrew, maybe, if it would focus. There you go. And so the locomotive is actually screwed in there, and we'll get to that in the once we get to the locomotive. Sorry about that. So then inside the box, you have some paperwork. Here's your warranty information. Tells you about if your warranty is covered or not. Warranty registration card. Your B23-B30-7 exploded parts diagram, and then your quick start guide, which I have over on the layout because I tend to forget it. And so we don't want that to happen now, do we? Nope. So that's about it for the unboxing. So let's go over to the layout. So here's the quick start guide, by the way. That's important. So, alrighty. Dun da da dun. Oh my god, I just hit a wire. That's not good. So, here she is in all her pride and glory. Man, just a beauty of a locomotive. This is beautiful. So, you see on the front, it says Union Pacific, but Missouri Pacific. So, number 4611, and then it also says Union Pacific, right? Maybe. Yep, Union Pacific right there. So, it's a very interesting locomotive. Alright, so let's start out with detail. So the front, you have your snowplow, MU hoses, stuff like that. You do have let me set this on the ground. You do have a coupler cut lever, which does not work. It is just like plastic, and it doesn't move or anything. This does move, and this is how the crew gets from locomotive to locomotive in like a consist or whatever. And so it's so you don't have to walk across the couplers in danger of falling and whatnot. So here's the steps, and they are see-through and nicely treaded. The walkways are nicely treaded as well. So this is a U-boat, or well, it's sort of a U-boat. It's after the U series, but it's still technically a U-boat build. So that's why I'm going to consider it that. Got the cute little stubby nose. And then windshield wipers, which are separately applied. Headlight with lit number boards. There are crew figures inside here. Sun shades, or sun visors, which are separately applied, which you have to apply yourself. I did not need glue, but some people might need glue. Separately applied grab irons, handrails, very sturdy, I'm gonna say. I mean, they're not perfect, but they get the job done, right? And so let's look at the roof real quick. Good detail. Here's your horn, and that's about it on the roof. There's your exhaust, and then this is where your speaker is. There's some fans in there. It's not see-through or anything. So now let's go to the side. There's your rivet detail. There's your bell right there, and then here's your truck detail. It's a very beautiful truck detail. I'm gonna be honest. Atlas does a great job with detail. Everything pops out. It just looks beautiful. Fuel tank. Rear trucks are the exact same as the front. And then the door detail. There's so many doors on this locomotive. It is amazing. Get back here. They're fans, but they're not see-through. They're just etched on. And then if we go to the back here, there's a headlight, separately applied, grab irons, and handrails. Right? No. I don't know what they're called. I think they're called grab irons, ladders, whatever. They get you to the roof. And this is your Atlas coupler. So, and then this also moves down, up and down. So, and then everything is the exact same on the other side, minus that this is where the person sits to drive, and this is not. So, awesome. So now we can move into the sounds. And so, I'm going to go ahead and... Where did I put my remote? That's right, I put it on the ground. So, actually, I do want to say, this is kind of cool, because it looks like, see right there, above the Union Pacific, it looks like there should be a Mars light, but it looks like it was either taken out or not put on. So I think that's kind of cool. And then non-operating class lights. Alright, so now to the sounds. That alarm bell was not this locomotive, that was the GP7. So as you can see, the headlight is on. That is because I already have it on my controller, and as a default. So we'll go ahead. So, So we're gonna go ahead and do F0, which is the headlight. So as you can see, it lights the number boards as well. Actually, I should probably go ahead and put my phone on Do Not Disturb. That would be important. Awesome. So now I'm gonna go ahead and hit F8, which is your startup for ESU, this ESU Loksound decoder. So there you go. Alright, now we're going to do F1, which is the bell. F2, which is the horn. So F3 is coupler clank. Now you're probably, if you're not used to ESU Loksound, you're probably surprised by that. F3 is not a short horn, so it's actually a responsive thing. So it's like a quick release. So I'll do a grade crossing sequence, and so you can see that. I'm going to be honest, this isn't as responsive as some of my ESU decoders and horns and stuff, but just for the horn, like everything else is very good. So that's the only complaint that I really have about this locomotive. F3 we said is coupler clank. F4 is diesel fans, which this doesn't have. F5 is dynamic brakes, which this doesn't have. F6 is ditch lights, which this doesn't have. F7 is switching mode, so you can switch it into switching mode. F8 is mute when you're moving and shut down when you're not moving, so we'll do that right at the end. F9 is manual notching, and then that is all we go to on these reviews. So let's move into some operation. So actually, this is kind of important. So I'm going to put it up to speed step 5 to show you. So there is a delay, like about a 3-second delay, then it spules up, and then the brakes release. So I'm going to put it up to speed step 5 so you can see that. So there was a delay there. And then there's a small, like, momentum. So, that's not good. Stay up. There you go. So we're going to do speed step 1. just so you can see the delay there. Speeds up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now we're going to do that same thing in reverse. Let them know we're coming back. Speed step 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so then it's going to come back, and I'll go ahead and stop it here and give my closing remarks. Wait, no, we have to do the shutdown sequence. So this is going to be the shutdown sequence, which, by the way, the sounds like horn and bell still work while the locomotive is on mute. Just the diesel exhaust and stuff doesn't work, so I'll demonstrate that as well. So we're going to go ahead and shut it down. So even though it's on mute, and there's still like some spitter valves and stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the track power off, turn the controller off not to waste battery. And so that concludes this review. I do want to say that this is the most superb sounding and looking locomotive that I have. For diesel, definitely the BLI C&O L1 Hudson, that tops, like, for steam, that tops the detail so much. It's amazing. But that's not what this review is. You can go watch that review, by the way. And so this is, I highly recommend this locomotive because it's just a cool looking locomotive. You don't see these locomotives really out on the main line anywhere. And I don't know, they're just such a cool looking locomotive. I've wanted one since I've seen it, and I finally got the money to afford it. And you're probably wondering, well, you got this BLI brass hybrid. Well, that's because I raised the money and then used it all. So I had to save up for this again. So, again, just a beautiful locomotive. If you're modeling any era of the 70s, 80s, this works perfectly. So, yeah, this concludes the review. If you've already subscribed to my channel, thank you. If you haven't, you should go do that. Push the notification button, leave a comment down below, and like the video. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for choosing my channel, and have a great day. Bye-bye.